We've got the unofficial Bears depth chart here that has been released, and it seems like Braxton Jones still holds that top spot at the left tackle position right now. Any concern there, boys? Any feeling of, we want to see more from Ozzy in this situation? Feels like it's a done deal here. What are your thoughts on right now?
I think Ozzy has done everything he possibly could to solidify a starting role. I mean, he's been healthy.
ESPN just updated it too.
Oh, see, that's what I was saying. Like,
ESPN
you got my hopes up when you said Ozzy was the starter.
We did see Ozzy as the starter on ESPN's depth chart.
That got to be tingly. See, they're teasing us because I would have been fine with that. Like I said, Ozzy has been doing what he was supposed to do.
He's played well.
Doing every single thing. Yeah, when he's been with the first string, he's held his own. And so, he didn't miss any time. Braxton was out for a while, but I think maybe the experience kind of won out, maybe, with Braxton being there and them giving him a chance first before. I think that actually makes sense. So if you got Braxton there starting, if anything goes wrong, you can rely on Ozzy to kind of step in and kind of take over that task without even worrying. So maybe that's the way that they're thinking.
I also think this is the best thing for Ozzy too, just being a rook. And how this gives him the opportunity to learn.
Yeah,
that's I know Braxton hasn't performed the way that we all hoped he would, but he has put some good tape out there, and he is a pro. So this gives him the opportunity. Plus, with Joe Thuney being there, the linemen themselves, that whole room looks a little different. They all get a chance to really elevate their games. This is a long season. Braxton may not be the left tackle the whole season. If you're an Ozzy fan and you really want to get him get him some snaps, he may not be the whole season. We know that's very possible. We've seen that happen just because of what happened last season. So it's not the end of the world. Happy that all this means is that Braxton Jones stepped up, put out good tape. He won the job. He should have won the job, if I'm being honest, just based off the fact that he's been there long. He's been a pro longer.
It's also preseason.
And it's also preseason.
So, right? He's winning the job in preseason.
I'm looking at this list. I'm trying to see if they switched anything else. By the way, just for you all to know, me and Pat both saw that Ozzy was the starting left tackle.
Ozzy was the starting left tackle on ESPN. And when we looked on ESPN the first time, they had him as the starting left tackle. Let me run through your starters right now as it stands here. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, your quarterback, running back, number one duo right there. Wide receivers right now, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, no question there. Now we're going with a 12 personnel release on this depth chart. I would assume that means we're running a lot of 12 personnel here because you got two wide receivers. You got Braxton Jones, you got Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, Jonah Jackson, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet, and Colston Loveland all on the number one depth chart on the offensive side. Defensively, Montez Sweat, Grady Jarrett, Javon Dexter, Andrew Billings, Dio Dangbo, TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson. They've got Jalen Johnson in parentheses or in brackets. He's on the active non-football injury list, so he will not be playing in this game. And then your special teams, who cares? Cairo Santos, Torrey Taylor, Cairo Santos on kickoff. Torrey Taylor is the holder, Scott Daly, long snapper. Duvernay winning both spots on kick return and punt return as of right now.
I like that, yeah.
By the way, gotcha. Pat, one thing they did change in the last 20 minutes was Luther Burden was the WR3. It is now Zacchaeus. It was Luther Burden at first.
Yeah, they got Olamide Zacchaeus looking at the backup wide receivers. You got Olamide Zacchaeus and Devin Duvernay behind Roma Dunze and DJ Moore. Looks like Luther Burden coming in with the threes on the offensive side right now.
Look here now. I don't think that's going to last.
I was just talking about that. I was like, man, did Burden beat out Tyler Scott?
You dang, he did. I don't think that's going to last. As good as he looked in camp, I think maybe they're just saying he just needs a little bit more time to ramp up, and Olamide has been in camp longer. He knows probably the playbook more, but I think Luther Burden's going to show up and show out. He's going to prove himself to be that wide receiver 3 by the end of the season.
Well, this is the thing. It's all about consistency, right? It's all about consistency. Yeah. Olamide's been better consistently. Now, Luther looks like he has more talent.
Yeah.
Luther has a higher
100% looks like he has more talent.
Does he have a higher ceiling then? He has a higher ceiling.
Absolutely.
The Luther Burden can end up being a wide receiver 1 in this league with the talent that he has.
Yeah.
But Right now, if you're talking about somebody who proves to be consistent, who's constantly on the field, who's constantly making plays in training camp, and I would say somebody that Caleb feels very comfortable with, Luther Burden is not that guy just yet. It is Olamide Zaccheaus.
Do you think that they're the small things that kind of separate them, like the attention to detail where you're lining up on before pre-snap, the penalties, him yelling at Luther a few times? You think that's what kind of goes into that?
I think the biggest thing is there are times where, listen, the number one thing that Ben Johnson said was no block, no rock. I thought that, now I don't know if this was him, but it seemed like Luther Burden had a play today where, he didn't get in there and get a hat on the ball. You got to do that in a Ben Johnson offense for them to feel like you're one of the guys, right? You're one of the guys that he can trust. He did say he didn't trust any of the rookies, but he threw Olamide Zaccheaus on there kind of last minute, right? Remember when Ben Johnson was talking about the trust factor there, he said, I trust DJ Moore, I trust Cole, and there was one other on there that he said he trusted Rome, right? And then he was like, yeah, it's really kind of it. I don't really trust any of the rookies yet. Oh, I trust OZ. So there's a trust factor that Ben Johnson has right now in Olamide Zaccheaus that he doesn't have in Luther Burden. Not to say that won't grow, not to say that won't be built, but it's not there right now. And there's a lot of preseason that's got to happen here.
Another change from the previous list, because I still had it loaded up on a different tab. Shamar Turner over Zach Pickens. That wasn't there initially. And Karan Amagaji being a second, backing up down there right. They had him as a third string initially.
Yeah, I think now I do. So they got Zach Pickens over Shamar right now, because that's what I see on here.
No, they got Shamar over Zach Pickens.
I mean, unless the Bears are actively changing this right now. Right now, the Bears have Zach Pickens over Shamar. Your backups right now on the defensive line. Austin Booker getting that first backup spot. I'm actually a little surprised by that. Chris Williams, Zach Pickens, Jonathan Ford, Dominique Robinson getting that opposite spot.
Which source you looking at? You looking at ESPN?
No, I'm looking at the unofficial one.
Gotcha. So ESPN just updated, so it's more in line with the one that you're seeing as well. And then when I say they just did it in the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like I saw it flick.
Yeah.
And so they got Shamar Turner over him.
We'll see. Listen, like I said, maybe they're actively updating this thing. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Ben Johnson talked about this morning, going out and seeing the coaches and having the conversation with them on, who should be going and who shouldn't be going. I do love that Austin Booker got an opportunity here. I truly do. I think that's big for that young man. Because y'all have heard me talk all offseason where it's like, I love Austin. Y'all know I wanted Austin Booker when the draft came.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he fit what Dennis Allen wanted to do. Seeing him get that backup role is kind of like, all right, you're behind Montez right now. You go out here and you show us something. You go out here and you prove something to us. If I see you in the backfield all day, and I think that what continues to hold true and what could be there is Dennis Allen also said, I value power over pounds. If Austin goes out there and he does like he did in last preseason, right? Remember the reason that he was on so many of our radars was because it was just like he was moving people out the way. He was beating them to the spot. He was getting home. Like if you do that, you make a name for yourself. Right now, you've got Dio Dangbo and Montez Sweat. I think that's obvious that those are your starters. Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker. You got a big preseason coming up here. You got a real opportunity to prove you're supposed to be on this team. Now, Dom Rob fits more of the weight requirements, but Austin Booker, I want to see you use that. Prove to Dennis Allen that no matter what, you need to be one of these main guys.
Talk to me about Noah Sewell.
Noah's been active. This has been his first healthy preseason or healthy training camp to this point. We'll see what ends up happening in the preseason game. By the way, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. 274 in the building. I think we had over 300 in the chat at one point there. I throw it under. Over 300 in the chat. 300. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. 280 in the chat right now. 74 likes on the video. Let's get it up over 100 likes. Noah Sewell has been. Oh, we lost JC. Did JC die?
No, we knew he had to cut out.
Oh, did he have to dip? He texted us on the side?
He did.
Oh, my bad. Y'all know I'm doing the show. We see Noah Sewell continue to be around the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more than what we've seen from Noah Sewell over the past few years. So I am excited about that.
When you see what he's done compared to last season, you seen the progression, things of that nature, or because right now they got Hippolyte starting over him, which I didn't expect.
Well, listen, I think the big thing with Ruben Hippolyte getting the spot over him right now is just the speed and already knowing how to play that position. Ruben Hippolyte talked to us on the Chicago Bears podcast about that, and he said, I know, how to play that spot. I've done it. And it's not something that's new to me. And he was so confident. I tweeted this out a few maybe last week, I think it was. I asked him, how do you fit in with Tremaine? How do you fit in with TJ? And he said, the big question is, how do they fit in with me?
Ooh.
It was spicy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sitting, I was like, hold on, dog.
He talking cash money right there. That's what he doing.
Yeah,
that's what he doing.
Cash money. But no, man, I thought it was very, like, he's very confident in his game, and I love that. And hopefully we see some more of that play out here on the field. But he's been very good in coverage. He's dropped back a couple of times, and has gotten maybe a play was over his head, or the ball was thrown. There was one play that was thrown to Cole, and Cole seemed like he was wide open. There's probably 10 yards of difference between Cole and Ruben, and Ruben tracked him down. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big difference in what we've seen out of this team in the past. So it's good to see that. It truly is. It's very exciting to see that, and it's exciting to see that the young players have a confidence about themselves that they kind of are like, we're also going to be able to back this up.
I got you. It's my last question for you, man. It's based off some of those in the chat, so keep those comments coming. Appreciate you all there. All 277 on the YouTube side. I don't see what's on the Twitter, but I guess we over 300.
Oh, we well over 300 in the chat, baby.
We well over 300?
300.
So far, there's always a camp darling. Who's that person so far?
JP Richardson. I think JP Richardson dropped 2 passes the whole camp at 11-11. JP is a dog. That's my guy. So that's my guy. Like, JP balling. He's gonna be tough.
He ain't gonna get he might not get a spot.
He's gonna be tough to put on a practice squad because he's gonna get signed. He's gonna ball out in preseason.
I got you.
He's one of those guys who I'm not gonna sit here, and right now, I mean, he is, like you said, he's at the back of the depth chart. When you look at the wide receivers going down, you got Rome, you got DJ, you got Olamide, you got Dev, you got Burden, you got Boykins, and then you got T. Scott, Samari Toure, and J.P. Richardson. Then on the other side, you got Maurice Alexander, John Jackson, and Jade Walker. He probably not going to make this team. But what he reminds me of is one of those guys that you can have him get, like, if you relied on him, he could go out there and get you 750 yards and 10 tutties.
As a 3?
I'm just saying, like, if you had to rely, he's a very, I don't want to say just compare him to white receivers here, but like, it is kind of that Wes Welker. It is kind of that Tom Waddle. It is kind of that, like, I'm going to just stand here and you're going to throw the ball my way and I'm going to catch it. And I'm definitely going to get lit up because I don't got the speed to get away. I don't have the touch to get away. Like, I don't have that skill set. So I'm going to have to take this hit, but I'm going to catch this ball and we're going to keep moving these chains. Like, that's who he is. And so to me, I think that, he's got all of the talents. He's got all of the skill set to go out there and be a really good wide receiver. The biggest question comes down to, is he going to be able to go out there and actually beat somebody out for a spot? I don't think he's that great of a special teamer, and I'm not sitting here, eyeballing him every time we're on special teams, but I don't think he's an elite special teamer. I would say that he's a solid special teams player, and I think you have some really good special teams players on this team. I don't know if he makes the team because of that. So, but yeah, that's been my camp darling the entire time. He's the player that I look at. I think that's my offensive one. On the defensive side, I don't really have one on the well, I guess LaShawn Wright. who we got a chance to talk to today. Nashawn Wright he's got a real opportunity to go out there and win the second DB job, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you, like right now, they do list Tyreek Stevenson as the number 2 corner. Now, granted, Nashawn Wright and Tyreek Stevenson are going to be your 1 and 2 if they both play on Sunday because of the injury to Jalen Johnson, a non-football injury there. But there's a lot of that. Tyreek kind of has an uphill battle because
the mishaps of last season.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with last season. I don't think that Tyreek Stevenson has taken the next step. I think he's still who he is, which is fine. He's a number 2 DB. I didn't think he was going to turn into a number 1. But you thought that there was going to be that next step. And if you come in and you're kind of that same guy and a team brings in their guy, Al Harris had this young man in Dallas. Al Harris, Dennis Allen likes what this young man can do, and he fits his style of defense more than Tyreek does. He's 6'4". He's ridiculously tall. 6'4", 190 pounds, skinny but tall, but still can be physical with you. Still can use the length on you. Like that. That pause. That was crazy. Like
hey, the pause. I mean, it is what it is. That's how you scout them.
It's going to be difficult to me if they're neck and neck to see Tyreek winning that competition.
Over who again? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Over Nashawn Wright, who currently on the depth chart is behind Tyreek, but him and Tyreek have been fighting for that number 2 spot. And Dennis Allen said that number 2 spot is wide open right now. That number 2 DB spot is wide open right now. So,
boy, they got him far on the depth chart. So for you to point him out, that means he's really standing out.
Well, he's running with the 2s. They got him running with the 2s. So, no, he is standing out. He's balling. He's played extremely well in camp. He's had a great camp, and we'll see if that continues. But I don't know, man. I'm excited. We got football coming up this Sunday, bro. We got to action. We're going to be live for a watch party this Sunday in the studio, so pull up on us. Bears kick off at 12. We're going to be live. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk some Cash Money's mess. And we're going to see if the Bears go out there and show us a little something. Even though Richard Hightower did already tell us, like, it's about to be vanilla, bro. Come on.
I'm not expecting much. I'm not expecting a win as preseason. I'm expecting it to be more, them showcasing some things. And because this is a coaching staff that is like a player's coaching staff, I am expecting them to try to put some people in a position who may not get a spot, a good opportunity to put out some good tape, so maybe they get picked up. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen. That's who Ben Johnson seems to be, and then that's also who our GM is. He's a player's GM. Some of these people aren't gonna make it, so why not give them an opportunity to show up and show out?
Well, I'll tell you what, you already know that there's some people on this roster still that I'm just like, it's amazing. He said Doug Kramer. Like it's kind of impressive that he's here.
Dude, he was the one person I saw
today too.
Backing up Joe Tooney.
He got banged up today too. You don't have another center on the roster.
I mean, Drew Dalman. He's backing up Drew Dalman.
Yeah, you don't have another center on the roster. That's the only thing. Like you got.
Hey, Ryan.
You quickly get to Ryan Bates. You quickly get to Ryan Bates, my boy. What I hope is that the Drew Dalman doesn't go down. That's your hope.
Hey, Ryan, you got to fix that. You got to have a good backup for the guy that's very important on the line. And because I haven't heard enough about Dalman, that means he's doing his job out there. So good job, Drew.
He's definitely doing his job out there, man. I'm very excited where this Bears team is at right now. I feel like we got some good things ahead of us, but yeah, man, I think that's about it for today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do, man. Jordan JC was here with us. He had to run and handle some business, so I ain't mad at him. For the pettiest man alive, Mr. P. Kid, it's your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bend down. One love. Peace. These boys better go out here and win something.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm looking for all the underdogs that ain't gonna make the team, man.
I want domination. I want 40-3 every single game.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. That ain't even how they did it in Detroit. Detroit just got clapped too.
You ain't lying. Or maybe it's over.
Oh, by the way, before we get up, Shador starting for preseason. I gotta see it. I gotta watch.
Yeah, we'll see what that is. I don't think he's starting with the ones. I think he's just starting.
Hey, dog, put out good tape. Earn your way. I love to see it.